All right, guys, Flower and Garden Festival, the International Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot is currently underway. Food galore, flowers, topiaries. How is it? Let's talk about it today at that Park Place. Tabitha, have you been yet to Flower and Garden Festival while it's been ongoing?
I have.
You have? Okay, good. So you can talk a bit about this as well, because I went for the first time recently. Now, I typically avoid Flower and Garden Festival in the beginning, right? Like when it first starts, because I have a problem with allergies. And I find that like when I go to Flower and Garden Festival right at the beginning, when everything is blooming, I get that pollen situation going on and I end up getting sick. So I'm typically very like cautious when going.
Just mask up, Marvin. It's 2026. It's okay. It's still okay.
Absolutely not. Man, but so Tabitha, what were your like thoughts about Flower and Garden when you went to it this year? Because honestly, I have to say, I personally think this is a step in the right direction this year.
I mean, I think it's beautiful. It's fun. I do know that whenever I went for the first time to Flower and Garden Festival, I was very disappointed because it's really not what I was expecting. Perhaps I was expecting this more like European style where you actually have a bunch of different kind of flowers and foliage and it explains about it. Instead, what we're getting is plastic topiaries that are spray painted with moss and then spray painted with faces on it. And it's like, that's not what I thought this was. And I was disappointed because I'm like, this is Disney. You have all the money in the world and you can't afford an actual Moana topiary, but that's a whole other conversation. I do think that it's a lot of fun. It's very pretty. I see a lot of the hype and the food looks really, really yummy.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk to you about that because I had some of the food recently. Because my whole thing, like, I guess I have like fat kid mentality because like I wasn't thinking about the flowers. I was thinking about it in terms of the food, which is why I think it's such a step in the right
I went for the flowers.
You did. That's why you're skinny and I'm not. So for started off, we had the grilled corn on the cob.
I didn't see that.
Oh my gosh. It's grilled corn. It's phenomenal.
Looks like a lightsaber.
It does look like a lightsaber, or it looks like one of those things that they use in the parking lot to like direct you. But it's a full ear of corn on the cob for under $10. I think it was like maybe $8, maybe something like that. But it's covered in like a garlic butter and it's got like spices and stuff on it. It was really good. And then this
that's elote.
That's a what?
Elote. Mexican street corn.
Oh, okay, yes. I didn't know the actual word.
That's delicious. Yeah.
So good. I was when we got this, I was like starving. Like I was like really, really hungry when we got there. It was the first thing we got. My wife was like, "Oh, do you want to share one or should we like get two?" And I'm like, "Share one." I'm like, "One, I'm starving. Two, corn on the cob is not a share food."
Yeah.
Did you get that in Mexico?
No, this was on the walkway between the Imagination Pavilion and World Showcase. So this is at one of the booths there. But they do have Mexican street corn over in Mexico across from where you get the chips and guacamole. Which, so I've never had the street corn there, but this was unbelievable. So we chased that with this limoncello spritzer, which was limoncello and white wine and sparkling wine and a basil leaf. And honestly, it was refreshing. It wasn't too strong. My one complaint with it though was the limoncello, that the sweetness kind of sunk to the bottom. Like, do you guys ever have limoncello?
Yeah. So it just wasn't shaken well.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it all kind of like, but I like sparkling wine. So, but then there was this. I mean, so the limoncello was gotten at, and so there's this booth back here in the distance. That's where we got it. But then it also got this, and this charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Was phenomenal.
Looks good.
And like, so I have a thing about Disney charcuterie. I typically don't go for it because I had the charcuterie board at, remember they used to do like the quick service lunch at Be Our Guest? And one of the things on there was a charcuterie board, and it was vile. Like it was absolutely disgusting. I'm like, I'm never doing a cheap Disney charcuterie board again. But then like when Jay and I went to Geo, we got this $30 charcuterie board, and it was like the best charcuterie I've ever had in my life. This, however, was $7.
Oh, wow, that's not bad.
Yeah, and
Is this picture zoomed in? Is it really only like this big? You're making it look like
no, like it's like a full plate size.
Oh, wow.
This was very shareable. And there's another cheese hiding behind those crackers, like another kind of cheese. And honestly, like this was like the main event. It was insane how good it was. The meats were fresh, like they didn't have that staleness around them. The pickles were great. The cheese was very fresh, and then the one there's pepperoni behind there too, and next to that is like a tomato jam, and down here is like an apricot jam, and it was they didn't tell you exactly what was in it. When I looked at what the charcuterie board said, it was like a charcuterie board featuring like seasonal cheeses and meats. And I was like, well, that sounds vague, but it's charcuterie.
Meat is every season. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Seasonal meat.
The other thing that we got from there was this. This is like baked chips with 3 different kinds of dip.
Oh, wow. Where was this at?
It's called the Yacht Club. And it's right next, you know that playground as you're walking from the Imagination Pavilion toward World Showcase, that little walkway there? Yeah. It's the second one on that. It's before you get to the Honey Bistro.
Oh.
So it's right by World Showcase and that restroom and stuff like that. So these chips and dip. This is a pimento cheese and pickle dip. The middle one is a onion dip that had like real onions in it, and the one on the left is so those are citrus peels and feta cheese. And this was really good. Again, this was like $8. Like, and look how much you get.
Yeah.
I was like really impressed with that because I have been very down on Epcot festivals for the last several years because I feel like you get very little and they charge you an arm and a leg now, even for like the small bites. I think they're starting to feel the pinch, and they're trying to compete now with like SeaWorld and Universal, who are offering you more for your dollar.
It kind of makes your ear of corn look way overpriced.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your ear of corn should have been like $2.50 compared to everything else.
So of the 3 things, what do you guys think looks like the best thing?
The charcuterie board.
The charcuterie board.
The charcuterie board looked really, really good. That's a really strong offering for $7.
For $7, I know. Yeah. At Disney.
Yep.
That's surprising.
Yep, I agree. But if we look at this over here, this foodies guide here, they have this blackened fish slider, which looks good. Cucumber, watermelon slushy, conch fritters, strawberry shortcake. Like there's a lot going on here this year. I'm actually really surprised by how good everything looks. And I like that they put out this because this is giving you a better idea of what everything is.
I got the pork, what was it, like the honey spiced pork ribs, and that I thought was pretty good because they give you 2 that had quite a bit of meat on it, and it was under $8. It was 7 something, and I thought that was a pretty good price for how much. I mean, like I was not significant. I was pretty good. Like I didn't need more food. I was sufficient. But now I feel cheated after seeing this charcuterie board.
Yeah, so that's this one right here, the Yacht Club. Trio of dips and chips, the Captain's Board, and the limoncello basil spring cocktail. So, yeah, it was definitely interesting. I'm assuming. So this one's interesting too. Brunch cot. You have an avocado.
I wanted to
toast.
get that.
Yeah, the cinnamon, the French toast with the cinnamon toast crunch on it looks amazing.
Wow.
And the Fruit Loops cereal shake looks really good too.
Blue milk.
Oh no, is it?
I'm just kidding.
If it was the blue milk, I'm not getting it.
Just kidding.
But you know, hot. By the way, whoever started the hot honey chicken craze, I would like to shake that person's hand. Because have you guys noticed there's hot honey chicken like everywhere now? Like it's like
everywhere. Yeah.
Like it's
even at McDonald's.
It is my new favorite thing. I absolutely love it. Yeah, McDonald's does have a hot honey chicken. Sorry, I'm being like such a fat kid right now and like just going on and on and on about all of this. The spicy hot dog I've had in years past, that's pretty good as well.
There's the glazed sticky pork. Yeah,
okay,
I really
cola glazed. Oh, the cola glazed sticky pork ribs.
really liked this. Not only was it, did I get a fair shake of meat on the stick there, but it was very tasty. Like it
Is it spicy? Because it looks like you got some jalapenos up here.
No, you get a couple of them. It's not super spicy. You can obviously pick those things off, but I like to eat it with, and it's not overwhelming. But I'm not super affected by spice. So.
Oh, I remember I had wanted this, and it has peanuts on it. And my wife's allergic to peanuts.
Oh
so
yeah, that was the other thing that I thought was unique about it was the fact that it had peanuts, and I'm not normally a peanut person, but I'm trying new things, and it was definitely worth it.
You know, there's a lot of new stuff this year too, which I always like to see, because another common thing with a lot of these blueberry ginger smash, that's interesting.
Ooh.
Canadian Club whiskey, blueberry, lemon, and ginger. I would have
that. Looks good.
Yeah, I would definitely have that. Looks like these are just like the France Pavilion. I want to try like everything they have there, and I just, you know, I was too full by the time we hit Canada after the charcuterie board. So this onion tart looks amazing.
That looks really good.
Yeah. Ceviche. Now I hate ceviche. So, but if you like ceviche, this looks like decent ceviche.
Looks good.
I have that thing with cilantro where like you might as well just pour soap all over it.
Oh, same. I have that same thing with cilantro.
Man,
yeah.
You get it,
I
right?
wish
like,
my taste buds were different.
Same.
Everybody seems to love cilantro.
And I've tried, man.
I only like minimal. I can't handle too much.
I've been like, you know what? Like I used to not like all these different things, and now I like them. Maybe I'll try cilantro again. And every time I try it, it's just like, oh, like you pour dish soap into it. Apparently, it's genetic.
It's crazy because you can taste, like, you have a little bit of cilantro in your food, and you can taste it in it. It could be like the smallest amount of cilantro, and you can still like pick it out.
If there is a leaf of cilantro in something, I will find it.
It's crazy the taste bud thing that you get with cilantro.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I like it. So maybe it is.
I wish I knew what cilantro tasted like.
Yeah.
I really
I'm
do. I
neutral
want to
about
know
it.
what cilantro tastes like, because to me it tastes like soap.
Yep. I'm always wondering, I'm like, what does it taste like to other people? Because they can't possibly.
Isn't it like refreshing?
Yeah.
It's meant to be, I don't want to say it's like toothpaste, but it's more of like a natural way. Well, it's like a natural way to like freshen your breath, like you chew on or whatever.
Oh, is that a thing that people do?
Isn't that what cilantro? It kind of gives that refreshing aspect. It's not mint, obviously, but it has a refreshing but still savory aspect to the meal.
I'm not sure. Frushi is something that I typically like to get over there, though.
That is like really popular. I've never had it, I don't think.
It is. So it's strawberry pineapple honeydew wrapped in coconut rice and soy wrap paper, served in a coconut cream sauce and tossed coconut. You want to talk refreshing? That is a very refreshing thing on a hot day.
Frushi is a big deal.
Yeah. They have a ramen cup too, which that doesn't look appetizing to me at all. Mostly because of the edamame, but a shrimp.
Oh, I love edamame.
Oh, I can't. Ugh.
So good. When I do my homemade ramen, I always put edamame in there.
I have a few absolutely no foods, and they're all green. Weirdly enough, like it's peas, cilantro, and celery are like the three Marv. Absolutely not. Full stop. If it's in this, I will not eat it. To which my wife's always like, well, you could just like take the peas out, and I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna deconstruct my food. I'm not gonna sit here and like do surgery on my lunch in order to actually be able to eat it. It's not happening.
Deconstructed food, like, it's such a cool idea. It's like great. Well, what do they say? It's great on paper.
Yes.
But when I have to put it all together to experience all the flavors, I might as well just eat the cheesecake together. Not.
Deconstructed food it's like a picky child's plate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eat only the parts that you enjoy. I mean, if that's the case, I'm just eating the crust of the cheesecake anyway, but still.
I think it's the Arts Festival that has the deconstructed dish that is like, basically it's all deconstructed stuff, like a deconstructed BLT and like key lime pie and stuff like that. And I always do typically like that, but I've had this toasted pretzel bread before over by Germany, and that's really, really good. I do enjoy that, especially if you get the Schafferhofer grapefruit beer like that. I love that stuff so much.
Wow, that just sounds like such a slur in German. That's
I know,
terrible.
right?
It's terrible.
Yep, we're demonetized because I talked about a beer. Yeah, a whole bunch of really cool things. So yeah, honestly, guys, I think they hit a home run this year with what they've been doing with Flower and Garden Festival. Like you said, Tabitha, the flowers, maybe that leads to, and they used to do things like when they had the festival center, they used to actually do like gardening classes. And there were like these seminars on like how to like grow things better and how to like plant vegetables and how to tend to flowers. I don't think they have those anymore.
The Flower and Garden Festival really is more about food than it is about flowers and gardens.
They're all about food. Yeah.
Right. But that's just what's really disappointing. Well, at least at the art festival, you've literally got aisles and aisles of artwork to look at and then peruse. With the garden festival, if you're going there for flowers, you will be disappointed. Like I was expecting, like I said, I was expecting mosaics of flowers to create pictures, something unique, original. But again, if I'm just going to get a plastic statue with moss caked on it and then spray painted faces, that's not a garden festival. Okay. That's just a cheap out for you to sell delicious food.
Yeah.
Do you think, to play devil's advocate just a little bit, do you think maybe the freeze had anything to do with this? Which, so many of their flowers may have just died.
Well, but then you have to plan better. You got to hire professionals who know what they're doing. If other parts of the world can do things like this, then Disney has no excuse. Of all places, Disney has no excuse not to be more literally more creative, which is what Disney's supposed to be known for, in producing showcases for flowers. It would be different, like you were saying. Obviously, there's certain climates. There are certain times of the year that flowers cannot bloom properly unless they're genetically modified or whatever the case might be. I am in complete understanding of that, but the fact that we're not like using the tropical flowers of Florida or whatever the case might be to then somehow make creations with this is just sad, in my opinion. Having a bunch of like peonies or Johnny jump ups everywhere and then calling it a flower garden festival does not cut the mustard with me. If you're going to have that, I need at least 42 different variety of flowers in one art piece to show me like it's a garden festival.
I love that description. The flowers in the flower garden or at the flower festival is basically like in the background. It's not the centerpiece. And I would like them to be a part of the centerpiece. The 2 times that I went, the first time everything was in full bloom. It was really pretty. But it was a lot of like hedges that are spray painted. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. A lot of hedges that are spray painted. And I'm just kind of like, I mean, it's gorgeous for a photo, but the flowers are just sort of like in the background. I think the second time that I went, everything had pretty much like kind of died. So
they also have
I would think that they would use something that are well preserved for the entire length of the festival. Like there is a way to do that, to preserve those flowers so that they're always sort of like in bloom, so that it always looks beautiful. But yeah.
Like if you've seen the show on Netflix where it's like the garden show or whatever it's called, but it's a competition where people use all different kinds of foliage to create topiaries that look absolutely amazing. Now, again, I understand that can't always be the case because like Steph said, things die, but you can't tell me that they're Disney. It's 2026. We're putting people past the moon. We're 3D printing our food now. You can't tell me there's not a way to create a beautiful topiary. Even if you used fake flowers, I'd be like, if you kind of mixed fake flowers with real flowers or real plants, I'd be a little okay with that because again, I understand nature and everything like that. But that was what I was expecting when I went to the Flower and Garden Festival, were topiaries made out of a wild variety of flower.
Boy, were you disappointed?
I was. I walked in and I was like, "Oh, is this all that it is?" And they're like, "Yeah." Oh, okay. It's very American.
The one thing about, because we always say that we want to bring my mother-in-law to Flower and Garden Festival because she is like plant lady, like extraordinaire. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? She might actually not have a good time if because to my untrained eye, I'm just like, oh, pretty flowers. Okay,
it's very basic.
Like,
it's beautiful, but it's basic.
I have man eyes, so I just see the flowers and I'm just like, oh, that's nice. And
Disney reuses assets a lot, right? So it doesn't feel fresh, especially if you're going year to year. And this is supposed to be kind of an annual festival or geared event. It's kind of like, why show up? The food keeps it fresh, I suppose, but. Let's put the flower back in Flower and Garden.
Yeah.
Steph, what would you say your favorite festival that they do at Epcot is?
I love the Flower Festival. That's my favorite
your favorite
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is my favorite one. When you go and everything is in bloom and everything is like right at the beginning when it's freshly planted, that's my favorite thing to go and see. I absolutely, I loved it when I went. Now, when I went, the food wasn't this good.
Yeah.
The food was not this good.
This is a new development.
Yes. Yeah. The food wasn't, I kind of feel cheated, honestly, because I'm like, well, now I want to go back so I can just go and experience that.
Right.
Because I'm always disappointed with the food over at Epcot, like all the time during these little like festivals. I was always disappointed with it. I never wanted to spend my money on it because I just thought it wasn't worth it at all. And the few times that I ordered the food and was just really disappointed. The only times that I actually did was when like I didn't eat beforehand. So I was just like, okay, well, I'll just try and find something that's good. But it's nothing
Anything
like
will be
this.
good right now.
Yeah, it was nothing like this. It was never satisfying. It didn't even look appealing. Like this actually looks appealing. Beforehand, it didn't even look appealing. I was just like, man, why are people like standing in line for this? This just isn't worth it.
So like, because it was really good, like back in like the 2010s, stuff like that, and then it wasn't good, and now it seems to be getting good again. So what I always say to people is, don't sleep on the SeaWorld Food Festival, the Seven Seas Food Festival that they do, because they try so hard because they have to work extremely hard for every dollar that they make. So I always say to people, you know, if you really want good food, good portions, good prices, go to SeaWorld for their food festival and ride some roller coasters while you're there. Tabitha, what would your favorite festival of the year be?
I'm trying to remember all of them, still being kind of new to the parks and their regularities. I would like, you know, it's the Flower and Garden, it's the Art Festival, Food and Wine. Am I missing one?
Festival of the Holidays.
I will say, for the lackluster of the flowers, I do love the garden one. You know, at least there are flowers, right? So I do love it. It's a great time of year to go. Not too hot, depending on your preferences. And then, yeah, definitely stepping up with the food. I don't remember it being this good last year.
Yeah, I don't think it was. So, Vash, have you been to all the festivals?
I have not. I have always wanted to go to the Festival of the Arts in order to see a lot of those art pieces and so forth. There's so many different things that they do for that. I love the showcase of art and you know, maybe a little bit less emphasis on the food there because I'm not like a super big foodie or whatever. I think the Festival of the Arts I think is definitely for me. But you know, there is something to be said about the good old holidays and dedicating things to
My problem.
It's called a salute to all nations, but mostly America.
Great.
That's right.
My problem with the Festival of the Holidays is it's too short. They don't start it until after Thanksgiving, and they get rid of it like at the end of December. So, you know, like it's a very short window for you to be able to go there. And a lot of the APs are blocked out from Christmas week to New Year's. So it's
Right.
maybe like a 3-week period that you've got.
Yeah, I never went to the holiday. I never was able to go to the holiday, but I did go and see, because I was I think it was like a little bit before I left Florida. I was going to all of the parks. It was around Christmas time. I wanted to see all of the Christmas trees. I did not like the Epcot Christmas tree. It was like my second to least favorite Christmas tree. I love Christmas trees. I wanted to see all the Christmas trees. That one was so underwhelming. I was expecting something incredible, and that one was such an underwhelming Christmas tree. I didn't like that one or the Hollywood Studios Christmas tree. I didn't like that one either.
You know, like I love Christmas trees in the theme parks as well. And I honestly, the one thing that so we went to Epic in December to actually see what they were doing, and the Christmas decorations are beautiful. The one thing they didn't have was a big ginormous Christmas tree in the park.
Wow.
They had one in the Helios, but they didn't have it in the actual park, and I was like, next year they really need to do that because it would have made the entire thing so much better. But yeah, my favorite festival of the year is the Festival of the Arts. I absolutely love the artwork. I love the food. I love how it's plated. I love the Broadway style show. It's incredible. Honestly, the one that I look forward to the least is the longest one. That's just the Food and Wine Festival. Because when every festival is about food and drink, then like, what are we like? There's really like when you don't have a secondary gimmick on top of it, it's like, well, what are we doing?
Well, that and like when I went to the Food and Wine Festival again, it was very underwhelming.
Yeah.
And that is your centerpiece for this festival, so you better make it good. Yeah, and I was just like, this is it. This is really underwhelmed. I was very underwhelmed with the Food and Wine festivals over at Epcot.
The biggest thing that came out of the Food and Wine Festival for me the last couple of years was we went to see Tiffany one time when she performed there. like that Tiffany, Mall Tiffany. I think we're alone now, Tiffany. Who I had no idea who she was. And my wife was like, oh, well, when you hear her one song, like you'll know. And then I heard the song and I was like, I still have no idea who this is. But that song has been stuck in my head ever since. But guys, there you have it. Food, Flower and Garden Festival. If you've never tried it before, or if you've been put off by it in the past, this might be the year to try it, because a lot of this food is amazing. But if you are looking for gardening tips, well, go check out That Garden Place.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.